Hello, I am the Cicada, and today is day 13 of conquering the world. And today is very important to me because I say, as someone who's been watching the news all day, and the lesson for today is you need to learn when to shut everything else out, because a constant reminder of how terrible the world is, and agreeing with that chaos, like not the chaos, but the issues of those suffering, agreeing with them. I'm not saying you shouldn't agree. I'm saying constantly hearing about their struggle and not being able to do anything is a form of not good stuff. What am I trying to say? It's almost a form of assault in a way, because the world tells you, look at how we're torturing these people in Afghanistan, right? And you agree with the plight of those people, and you have no ability to help them. You're literally being tortured. It's like what torture, the definition of torture is to be, abused and to be unable to fight back, right, against the person torturing you, right? Like, because if someone, like, let's say, like, is poking you and you literally can't stop them because you're held down, you're being tortured. So if someone's telling you all this horrible stuff, it's like if you were talking to someone and they were, like, let's say, emotionally berating you and you couldn't make them stop, or they're just telling you all this horrible stuff, like they're telling you a scary story and you don't want to hear it. That's almost torture, right? So that's the same thing with the news. And obviously, necessarily, maybe it is or isn't the news people, the news is the media's intention to torture you. But I am telling you right now that if you listen to all this input from the world and you're unable to do anything about it, you gotta decrease that, okay? And not to, like, stand up for myself or anything, but I just want to clarify, the reason I was listening to the news today and all that stuff was because I have a plan of attack. And not like a plan of attack, like I'm not gonna do anything violent, but I'm trying to make a hill on which we can stand as a people to fight back against not just hearing the news and everything, but trying to make a change in the world. Obviously, I acknowledge time and time again I'm just an ant. And I'm not saying this to be like, I'm such a weak ant. I can be a strong ant, okay? I can be strong and fight for what I believe in. But the amount of rocks I can carry are very small, okay? But I can build a dam to stop the world. But I just need your help, okay? My plan of attack is not fully formed yet, okay? But this video just exists for you to remember. But this piece of media that you're consuming right now exists only to remind you that you are not forced to consume the torturous thoughts, that torturous articles that are being given to you. And I will say this: you watch something, you're watching TikTok, and you hear someone from, like, Palestine, like, telling you this stuff or blah blah blah. And I'm not saying that you don't have to ignore them. You can save the video and come back to it later when you're more prepared to hear them, okay, and acknowledge their plight, because it is good to be aware. Obviously, what I'm saying is, you watch one survivor's video, then the next one, and the next one, and the next one, and the next one. After like 20. Like, let's say 20 minutes of that, you're not gonna feel so great, right? And you're gonna have to, all right, now back to capitalist America, and now you're gonna feel like I'm completely and utterly useless in helping these people. Like, you see how that's not good for you? That's what I'm trying to say right here. I'm not telling you that you shouldn't talk to your friends about it or anything, but I will say, you talk to your friends about it every single time you guys hang out, and you're not gonna feel so great. That's all. That's all for this video. At the end of the day, you can't make the world a better place if you're not making your own life as good as you can make it, okay? Aside from that, I hope you had a good day on this Sunday. For me, it's a Sunday. I work today. And just remember, Cicada Revolt out New Year's Eve day. Cicada Revolt. Cicada Revolt, be the change. Because no one else will be the change unless you take a step first. That's why I'm actively trying to combat the world. Right now I'm making a plan, okay? You can't do anything without a plan, and a plan of attack. And that's what I'm trying to do right now, actively. Like, I was thinking about, how can I do this how can I make the world a better place? And I will say right now, the one point I forgot to mention, the most important point of this video is boycott. You take that in what way you will, but I will say this: if the powerful control the world with your dollar, then you do have power over them. The dollar, if they want you to buy fast food and the pharmaceutical industry, if they need your money and everything, and you don't give it to them, then you are winning. If you give your fast food money to a small business, you're giving the money to your community, okay? More on that in the future. But at the end of the day, your dollar is your sword against them, okay? They're billionaires because they want your money. They want the money. Even if the money's not, you're not giving, it's not, even if the money is not being directly given to them by your wallet. But I will say this. That's why the hard part comes with the lobbies, okay? And having to fight the lobbies back. Because at the end of the day, they're using the money that you're giving to the government to use against you. And you have no choice in that. Maybe you do. I don't know. I'm not the tax expert. I've heard rumors about how you can avoid paying taxes legally. But yeah. I love you because you're a human being. And everybody has a voice on this planet. And everybody has a right not to just to exist, but to be at peace with their existence. And not to live in opulence, but to live with some form of comfort, okay? That's what I will say, because that's as best as that's something I can stand behind. Goodbye. Ciao. Live your life like every day is in your hands.